Welcome to this week's waffle from Desmond's Donders. We're not here right now, we're away on a donder. We should be in the Isle of Mull, but you know what we're like with plans. So the news this week is we're away, hopefully the donder's going well, hopefully we've got some nice weather, and hopefully Desmond's fine. Oh, and Spidey's with us, that should be fun. So, straight on to this week's tale, and I'm going to tell you why we started caravanning, what we had in the van to start with, and it's all inspired by people talking about how they got started, etc, etc. And when you see the way people are starting these days, you think, what? Compared with the way we started. So, first of all, I'm going to show you how we started. So here's a couple of pictures of us away on our first trip in the tent. Now, that tent in itself is a story. We bought a tent, quite an expensive tent, and went away in it, and we visited York, Harrogate, Chester. We took Craig to the zoo, they wouldn't have him, and then we went to Edale. And the common thread throughout it all was that every time we put up the tent, something fell to bits. Every time we took it down, something fell to bits. So I spent my time going through camping shops, caravan stores, hardware stores, stitching, fitting eyelets, etc, etc. So, come towards the end of the week and we find ourselves once more visiting a caravan place, looking for eyelets or something in the accessory shop. While I was buying the bits we needed, Lindsay was eyeing up the caravans. And it was shortly after this, give or take a few months, after we'd got our money back from the tent, and we decided maybe it's a caravan for us. So we went looking and we ended up with this. So there's our little 10-foot tin tent. It was superb and did us well. But not having a lot of spare budget for the things we didn't know we needed, we wondered how we were going to stock it. Now initially we took things from the house, but gradually we stocked it with expensive items, and they were expensive because we saved up for them with petrol tokens. You remember those? We saved up our vouchers and we had cereal bowls and plates and crockery, all collected from various fuel stations. So we were well equipped. Yeah, right. On our first trip out, the warden at the site mentioned that it was all right catching our wastewater in a sink bowl, but it would be nice if once or twice we did actually empty it and not just let it overflow. Whoops. But we moved on, gradually building up lighter and correct equipment. Another tale from that is, of course, I think we may have told this one before, but just quickly, we lost Craig in that caravan. We did. We lost him. First night, in fact. If you hark back to the picture, Craig's bunk was at the front, near the door, and the double was at the back of the van. Lindsay woke up during the night and went to check on Craig. No Craig. He's not there. Neither is his sleeping bag, mind. So instant panic. What mother wouldn't? I was woken by this, obviously. Got out of bed and said, look, stand quiet, you can't have gone far, calm down, listen. And when we both stood quiet and listened, we could hear a gentle snoring. On further investigation, climbing over all the stuff Lindsay had pulled out of the cupboard, we lifted up our bed, which was made up of the two singles and the two seats and the table, and there, tucked in the corner, up against the wall of the van, was the little monster in his sleeping bag. He'd obviously wanted a cubbyhole to sleep in, and found one under our bed. So, yes, you can lose a child in a 10-foot van. Well, thank you for watching this week's Wednesday Waffle. Hope you enjoyed the scheduled videos on Monday and will join us on Friday. And join us next week when we'll be home and you can see photos, waffle and video from another trip from Desmond's Donders. Bye for now.